There's a good one. Hope he stays on. Just came off a rock there when this one hit. There we go. Perfect, right in the corner of the mouth, pops right out. That's a good way to start it off right there. You guys, we're out here, it's late summer now, mid to late summer, it's beginning of August. We're walleye fishing, and this is the best time of year to get after these big walleyes. This guy's not quite that big yet, but he's trying. Get him back. So we're on a lake that I haven't been on in quite a while, and I got an interesting technique on how I like to go about doing this. I like to get to this lake, and I bring a ton of rods with me. I got 8 rods with me in the boat. They're all rigged up with something different. I got my buddy Brian with me. So I got 2 guys, I got 2 lines, a whole bunch of rods, all my tackle, different kinds of bait, lures, everything I can think of, just because I don't know what mood these fish are going to be in. You know, right now we're pulling a Lindy rig, but we were trying jigging earlier, we were trying drop shot. We caught one earlier today with a drop shot. That was kind of neat. But the whole point of this show is you got to be versatile when you come to fish these walleyes, especially even if it's a lake you've been on for years, because every time you go out, these fish are going to be different. I mean, fish swim. You catch them here one day, they could be across the lake the next day. So you really got to be versatile and being able to change lures and make up your mind quick, because if there's fish that aren't biting, there's no sense in walking around and fishing for them that long. You're just wasting time when you could be fishing active fish in a different part of the lake. So like I said, I got a Lindy rig on right now. Brian's got a spinner rig. We both got crawlers on. We were trying leeches for a while. It just wasn't quite happening. So the spot we're fishing, it's kind of a cool little spot. It's out in the middle of the lake. I've got 100 and some feet of water around, and it comes up to a 28-foot flat on top. It's just a sunken island, submerged hump out in the middle of the lake. And those are some of your best summer spots, especially late in the year like this. Submerged islands, submerged humps. That is the #1 spot you want to look for. If they're small, usually I'll gather groups of fish on top, and it doesn't take a long time to make passes back and forth over top of them to see if you get some active fish. Break lines are good this time of year. They're usually deeper. Usually you're looking around that 28 to 32 foot, somewhere in there. I don't like to fish deeper than 34, 35 feet. Fish come up bloated. You can kill a lot more than anything, so. Just a couple tips for now, so I'm going to get back down and get another one because these guys are fun. Dropped it. Alright, I got another bite going here. This guy seemed a little cautious, and he hit when I was turning the boat. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to turn the boat back the other way. I'm trying to just kind of catch up a little on him. Oh yeah, there he goes. It's a nice fish. It's starting to get dark here, but there, I got him. He don't feel real big. It's coming up pretty quick, actually. He's mad. Yep. The net works way better. He swallowed it. He can have that. But, you know, for not being out in this lake that long, we started getting into them now. We followed some patterns. We looked across the lake, tried a bunch of different spots and different things, and we're starting to get on a pattern here that's working. So, get this little guy back. That's a big thing, is like I was saying, being versatile like this. You really got to be versatile, or you're not going to catch nothing. You're going to stumble across one or two, and you're not going to enjoy your time. So you got to be versatile. I mean, like I said, we were trying jigs and trying everything I could think of. Okay, broke my rod. Craphead. But you gotta be versatile, and you gotta watch your depth finder, and boat control is the biggest part of this whole thing. Like right now we're pulling Lindy rigs, like I was saying, and with Lindy rigs, boat control is the most important thing, because your lure is not causing any action. You're not a crankbait where the bait's vibrating underwater and that. Your boat is making the action of the lure. You're not casting, you're not reeling, you're not anything. So you need to watch your depth finder. You need to stay on top of those active fish. And if you catch them at a certain speed, keep that speed. You know, you catch them at 0.5, stay at 0.5, because that's the style, that's what they're looking for. So you just be repetitive in your motions. Once you catch one fish, repeat it again. So when we got a second here, I want to show you guys a few of the spots and things that I'm looking for in these summertime walleye spots. So on my graph here, you can see the spot we're on right now. I got deep water all the way around it, and it comes up to a shallow hump on top. That's a key spot right there. Those are those sunken humps I was talking about, and those are great summer spots like this. We zoom out a little bit, get away from my waypoints. Big points like this. See, this point comes up on shallow on top. They get a nice feeding ledge here, and it's deep water all around like that. These steep break lines, that's a little bit more in late fall. Here again, we got another really big point, big feeding flat right up here. They can come up on night, and I got deep water all around. Same thing over here, another big point. I got an inside corner with another point, inside corner, and a small point here. So basically, the moral of the story here is you don't want fast breaks, but you want a little bit more gradual on this first break with a steep secondary break. And I'm talking secondary starting at 25, 26 feet and then dropping down fast. So those are a couple of the summer spots I like to look for before I start hunting for walleyes. So take those tips and go find some big ones. Oh, it's a nice one. There he is.
That is really
There's a pig to start it with. Whoa. Get this out here. Look at that guy. Giant walleyes like this, summertime. You can't beat these mid-lake reefs and that like this. Oh, these things are a beauty. That is a giant. Get this guy back quick. I'm telling you, midsummer like this, we're getting in the beginning of August now. I caught the fish. Look at that. He loved it so much he wanted to eat it again. That is too good. He just wants to be on camera. We'll show him again. That is perfect. Midsummer, get these big reefs out in the middle of the lake like this, and you get these huge walleyes like this. These things are monsters. That was a beautiful fish right there. And caught him twice, so it was even better. And somebody else is going to get him next time. So you guys remember these tips from today's show. Get out in these mid-lake structures, use some live bait, use some jigs, use a combination of things until you find something that works, and then stay on the fish. So you guys have a good week. We'll see you next time.